Runescape is full of a bunch of different unique accounts, from Tilemen to Chunklock to people just doing all sorts of self-limitations. But honestly, there's too many of the same series. We need more of a diversity in these unique accounts. So without further ado, meet Madam Shrimp. Okay, so this account is probably going to be exactly what you think it is and worse. Because right here on Tutorial Island, the very first item we get is the holy grail for this account. The absolute peak of what we will need. The small fishing net. I'm not even joking either, because this account seriously has one main goal, and that's shrimp. There will be other goals that I will talk about in a minute though. So to clarify, there isn't some big grid of goals that I can do to unlock more areas or different tasks. It's just shrimp with one caveat. We will be going for Fashionscape, because while fishing for shrimp, you are able to fish up clues in bottles, so as long as I'm able to not earn XP while doing those clues, I think it's fair that I'm able to do them. I'm also going to make this account a hardcore Ironman for two reasons. First, so I can prove that I'm the one who actually fished up all these shrimp and didn't just buy them, go fish trout to get equal XP or whatever else. I actually went and fished all of these. And number two, I'm doing hardcore just because it adds a little extra fun. A lot of the shrimp fishing areas have dangerous mobs nearby, so I think it'll just be an added little bonus to make playing more enjoyable for me. Also, did you guys know Tutorial Island is a quest now and you get a quest point? I haven't done this in like 4 years and no one told me. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on the mainland on our main goal. Fishing shrimp. And so we make our way to what might just be the final resting place of this account, Draenor Village. Draenor isn't necessarily the safest place for a level 3, but I think that's what's going to make it so interesting to fish here. And it's also the closest shrimp fishing spot to a bank, so we pretty much have to fish here if we want to be as efficient as we can. Okay, since we'll be dealing with wizards here, we have our melee armor banked, and we will now go do what this account was meant to do. Fish our first shrimp on the mainland. Wow. Now that's enough to give you fucking chills, am I right? Alright, literally 3 shrimp in and my plan has been busted. Which is actually a great transition to talk about the end game of this account. I guess ultimately there's really only 2 goals, which are 99 fishing and a green log the beginner clues. I mean, what else is a shrimp locked account supposed to do other than these 2 goals? I'm certainly no Rendy. I can't get a fire cape or treat him like a 10 HP pure. This one word, patience, describes everything that this series will be. It's not about overcoming the craziest of obstacles or RNG or odds stacked against me. It's just about waiting and putting in the work. 15 fishing is a very interesting level for this account because it means I'm no longer just shrimp locked. I can now catch anchovies. Statistically, I should be catching a lot more shrimp than I do anchovies, but that still means we're going to be filling the bank with these. There are some positives and negatives of this. The negative is I want more shrimp than I do anchovy because that's kind of my whole thing. But on the other hand, I also get 4 times the amount of XP I do catching an anchovy than I do a shrimp, so it is pretty welcome to catch one every once in a while. Okay, let's talk about some things that actually happened in my first few hours of playing. I did something that probably no one else has done on RuneScape in a long time, and I destroyed a book of knowledge. I decided I would rather that my XP be a pretty direct reflection of how many shrimp and anchovy I caught. I then got 16 fishing, which brought up something interesting. I'm actually able to catch caskets at that level if I were a members, but I'm not. I'm a free-to-play account. I don't really think I'll ever plan on making this members because there's really not that big a reason. There's no better fishing spots, and the drop table for caskets are not great. The only benefit would be higher level clue scrolls. After getting another fishing level, we got our first beginner clue, and it turns out it was actually a pretty easy one to do. All I needed was a spade, so I got to running. I went to the general store to see if I could buy one, but it turns out they don't actually sell one, but they do have one just sitting on the ground upstairs. After risking my life to dig up this thing, I actually got pretty fortunate because I only needed to do the one step. And the loot I got, I could not. It was garbage. But we did actually get leather chaps that have good magic defense bonus, so I guess that's something. Immediately after, we got the Quizmaster random, and I know, sue me, I took the 1k, but hey, I'm free to play, and that 1k can help with the fashion scape. You know, the worst part about this quest for fashion is I ended up just going and doing the 2025 Halloween event anyway, and just came back with different fashion scape anyway. There we are, 40 fishing. Usually a very iconic level for free-to-play fishing, but in my case, it's just the start of a journey. 1,800 fish caught, and we have plenty more to go. I will see you in episode 2.